It's mighty. It's brick. It's brick cold up here. Wind chill factor in full effect. Mighty cold. Mighty cold. We might get some snow today. Hey, can you fucking believe that? Ah, it's November. Got that bite. That wintry Jack Frost fucking bite. That how sweet it is, Jackie Gleason. Big bravado wintertime. That Jack Byrne fucking go start up the car and get the heat going before I get out there. Fucking bite. So we can get on the road like Jack Kerouac. Fucking cold. Race out to the car. Okay, I'll talk to you later. It's fucking freezing. Oh my god. That jack of all trades in the basement trying to fix the pipe and furnace. Stoke the cold shit. Huddle it around the fucking oven. That upstate New York Jack and Diane. The freezing bite. Little pink houses. Icicles and shit coming soon. That quick maneuvering to get to this, to get where you're going. That Jack being nimble. You know that that frozen that frozen upstate vibe. That need to fucking that need to that Jack Frost that jacking for beats fucking fire you, but it's too cold to fuck kind of shit. So she jerks you off with your clothes on and your jacket on. Girl took off her mittens to jerk me off. She's got her snow jacket on. How hot is that? It's fucking freezing in there. I can't suck dick in there. That's when you get your girl that pink Jackie Onassis fucking coat to wear that Sue always used to wear. That big puffy pink jacket with pink gloves. What was that picture supposed to be? I love my bitches with some serious acne burn or active acne. It's just feminine. No, especially if they're on drugs. I love a meth hoe too, but they're you can't get their all they care about is meth. You can't. But just basic acne on a bitch, this shit's beautiful. Back in my day in the '80s, you had to cake so much not me, but the girls did cake so much foundation on. Face looks like a coffee cake. And shit, and it sits for a little while, and you get through the school day, and then it starts to crack, and you got this orange head that stops at the neck. This orange foundation head with cracked layers of cake cover up foundation. If you cry, the show's over. Just big rolling mounds of wet foundation rolling down your face. Hell yeah, I miss those days. Makeup was everything in the fucking '80s. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what's wrong with an acne hoe? That bitch looked like Seal though. We're never gonna survive unless we get. It looks like he had third degree burns. We get third degree burns, baby. What was the music industry doing at that time with Seal? What was that? I just want a 1980s bitch like that who wears socks over the bottom of her jeans. Remember that style? Little Mary Jane shoes, some Coca Cola jeans, a Heineken t shirt, says grab a Heine on it. Remember those? Or a t shirt that says with a big mouse, with a big rabbit on it. It says that's the ticket. That's what people used to say in the '80s. That's the ticket. Bitches don't use hairspray anymore. Back in the '80s, it was just quaffed. 2 cans of Aquanet, poised beehive type hairdos, tons and tons of foundation, cracking face, girl with bowl burns on her arms and on her fingers. She puts out cigarettes on her arms too. That kind of bitch. '80s bitches. Bong bowls and, and pussy holes. Fucking '80s bitches. Some beer ball in the wood. Beer ball. Remember the beer ball? That brown ball. It was like half a keg. You go to fucking Phase and get one. You get it filled up with Miller Genuine Draft, or you get it filled up with Michelob. Michelob was good beer. Do they even make Michelob anymore? That's what I was wondering. You can go to Phase Drug Company and get yourself a beer ball. You have no tap for the motherfucker. You bring your girl out there in the 80s and you take your jackknife out of your pocket and you cut the top and you start passing out solo 16-ounce cups, red ones. You turn on your Trans Am, you play Metallica's Kill 'Em All at top volume in the woods. You start a fire and you begin fingering 1980s gash, drinking from a beer ball with the top sliced open. Do they make beer balls anymore? I don't think they do. Keggers kicked. Kegger in the woods. Kegger in the woods with your fingers deep in the 1980s, bitch. I blew him at the kegger in the woods. You blew him in the woods? Ugh. Did he like that? Did he call you back? She's waiting by the rotary phone. She's waiting by her Spencer's, like we all had those Spencer's phones that used to light up and you could see the insides. Or she's just staring at the rotary phone, waiting for it to ring. Your little brother goes upstairs and gets on the other end. Acne hoes go harder. Well, it's because I have acne. I have to fucking go harder. Yeah, that's the best shit ever. You can hide that shit. I want an acne hoe though. That's some real shit. What was that beer they sold in the Black Label? Was that Miller Genuine Draft? Back in the day, we used to really like Lowenbrow. I don't know if they make that anymore. We liked Lowenbrow. We I couldn't stand Canadian beer. Everybody was drinking that. Molson Ice. Everything was ice back then. Ice House, Molson Ice, Milwaukee's Best Ice, ugh. Natural Ice, Molson Canadian Ice. Disgusting. It was a big deal because the beers now had seven. Everything changed in the 90s. It became ice beer. Everything was ice. Everything. Ice beer. And instead of 5.2% alcohol, it had like, no, it had 7.2 alcohol now. So one can would fuck you up. Drinking Laser, 40 ounces, and Black Label, Cokie 900, St. Ides, malt liquor. St. Ides. What did I forget? I mean, the standbys of um, Old English. That was my favorite. That's always my favorite. Colt 45, always one of my favorites. Colt 45. And my favorite drink of all time, yeah, alcoholic drink is rum and coke with shaved ice. Or, and liquor, it's got to be peppermint schnapps. I'm talking about the 80 proof Hiram Walker deal, though. Not anything else. It's got to be 80 proof. If you don't have that, we drink Rumble Mints all night. Remember Rumble Mints? Rumble Mints was fucking delicious. Yep. We used to drink Uzo. We would drink Sambuca. That was a lot. That had a lot of fennel in it too. Sambuca tasted like black licorice. And then if all else failed and we couldn't afford that, we would get Goldschlager. Goldschlager had the actual gold flakes in it. It was filled with gold flakes. Every shot you'd get, there'd be gold flakes in it. Remember Avalanche? There's one. I know I've done this episode before, but I got erased. There was Avalanche. There was blue and red Avalanche, and it was all. We're talking about German dessert wine that is just with sugar in it, and the sugar carries the alcohol much faster to your brain, even though it's only 80 proof. Avalanche, red or blue, was in a thing of crystallized sugar. Of course, the Jägermeister, which was my all time favorite. Back in the 90s, that's all I drank was Samuel Adams at the bar, pints of it, 16-ounce pints. Sam Adams just came out. It's not that new shit. The new shit sucks. That's not Sam Adams. I'm talking about the 90s, and that's all they had. Sam Adams, there was no beer at the time that tasted like that. It was vaguely India Pale before there was India Pale. You go up to the bar, you belly up to the bar, all you can get is Molson, Budweiser, or Michelob, and Sam Adams next to it. Nobody drank that except for me. Although every place had it, and it was $3.50 a pint back then. $3.50 a pint. Yeah, I mean, I used to get done with work because I worked at a bar. Go out to the bar, sit down, get a double of ice cold Jägermeister, slam. Ugh, huge alcoholic. And then immediately my blood goes to work, and I'm like, yes. Throw it back, start sipping on an ice cold pint of Sam Adams. I used to be able to drink about 15 beers back then at the bar between 9 o'clock at night and 4 in the morning. Yeah. Let me see. That was back when I remember those days. Paula Cole was on the radio talking about where have all the cowboys gone and shit like that. It was and Chumbawamba was on the radio talking about I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Shit like that. Dale Earnhardt had just died. Princess died. Just got into a car accident and died. This is all shit I seen at the bar. Everything that happened, I was at the bar. And yeah, those were the days, man. The weed in the 90s exploded. All hydroponic came out. All of a sudden, there was no seeds anymore. No seeds, no stems. The weed got really green. It smelled funny. It was really sticky. Things changed, man. Oh, let's get a little credit. That's right, dude. Does anybody remember Windows XP? That one really around the time of the millennia, '99, I think. That shit, like, people liked that. I couldn't stand that shit. I liked Millennium Edition. I liked the colors. I liked the sound of it. When you were loading the operating system, it sounded like that Seal song, "Crazy." While Millennium Edition loaded, white and green startup screen sounded like the future. It looked like the future. I couldn't stand XP. What the fuck was that? Animated characters. You couldn't search anymore. You buy your shit from the store, it had fucking McAfee built in. You had to wait for that shit to load. Fucking get out of there. You couldn't take it out. It was built into the operating system. Animated characters and dogs, and just like, what? I'm looking for fucking files. I can help you search. It's like, get the fuck off my screen. I want something 95 ish. You know? I know what I'm looking for. I'll just type in dot in the file extension. What the fuck I need a character for? Hi, I'm Pluto. I'm here to fucking make your operating system look ultra gay. I'll be down here waving my hand like you're a fucking idiot. It's like, this is not XP. I hated XP. I liked Vista too. I liked Vista 32-bit and 64 when Vista came out. I thought that was a good upgrade. Vista looked bare bones. None of that ridiculous shit. Hi, I can help. And the thing would pop up. I can help you search for files. It's like, get the fuck off my screen. That's embarrassing. I know what the fuck I'm looking for. I program these drivers in the disk operating system before the shit even goes to Windows. I programmed the auto exec and battery file by hand. What the fuck is this thing? Hi, welcome to Windows XP. I'm like, get the fuck off my shit.